Hi again, and welcome to Masteries 8 and 9. Woo, with me. These subjects are pretty extensive, all expensive because computer, but extensive. So I want to be as clear as possible, but I want you to stay with me, please. So the first of the subjects is the 10 of Python. This is a group of 20 rules or statements about Python that will make our lives much easier than if we don't follow. The stand of Python, like in the context of it, it's to make code uh, with a efficient code. And if I don't know you, and you send me a code of you, I still I could still read it. So the first five rules that this code gives us is beautiful is better than ugly, and that's applicable in every single space of life. Explicit it's better than implicit. That means that you don't have to give uh, by stated that everyone will understand what you're trying to say. Simple is better than complex. It's the same that beautiful and ugly, and we have to be like Apple and be simple because that's a trend and that makes our lives way easier. Complex is better than complicated. We can have uh, things that are not like easy for everyone, but we cannot be like being complicating everyone in the office and or the colleagues. We have to be use complex techniques but without making it very complicated. Flat is better than nested. It's like you can see everything that's happening. No, you don't have to be like, oh, here we have a variable. Like, let's see what the variable has. It's better when you see the variable instead of like go looking for it. Sparse is better than dense means you have like every indent accommodated well, or a not like a bunch of code without any context, because readability counts. That's the next rule. The next rule is pretty funny because it's special cases aren't special enough to break the rules. You can't like say that just because of this program I'm going to break the rules and I'm going to make my own choices of code, because we are in an era where everything is shared. We can share via Facebook, via Dropbox, via GitHub, and we should be able to follow the rules for everyone who doesn't work with us could read our code. Also, practically beats purity. So, if you found like a rule that would like complicate your code instead of making it practical, you could break it, but it can't be a special case. I don't know if you can get me. Uh, you will see if you can like break a rule and still make it understandable for everyone else. Errors should never pass silently. It's You can't deny that you have an error if you know that you have an error, and unless expectedly silenced. On the only case that you can have an error, silently error, it's because you want it to be an error that it's in silence. You don't you don't want to be ambiguous because you wouldn't be able to share your code, and there should be one obvious way to do it. You can always find a better way to do the things in every single aspect of your life, not only in coding, but you should find it to make a better code. well, that's a joke about Dutch people, but because they find the easiest way faster than us, now is better than ever. Okay, and that means that if you can do it today, just do it today. But you have to make time, your time good. Like they say, right now it's right now, not right now. If the implementation is hard to explain, it's a bad idea. If you can explain it, it's not a code that you want to do. You have to find a way that to you to explain it to another person even before you start to coding. If the implementation is easy to explain, it might be a good idea. It's actually the opposite of the past rule, and it says that if you find a way to say it, just do it. You have the the code ready to do. Namespaces are the honking great idea. Let's do it. You well, they are like standards in the coding language about how name variables. Uh, we should use it because sharing and all the things that the internet has provided to us. The next subject is types of basic types of Python. That's the types of variables that we can use in Python. So we have like four that are very important: float, integer, string, and boolean. Float, it is one then when you, well, I'm explaining it later. The abbreviation of float is float, the integer is int, string is str, and boolean it's bool. Integers are numbers without like anything else. You can't have a 5, but you can have a 5.0 or a 5.1 or a 5 pi. No, no, no. This is just a number without any decimals or anything. And they are used for mathematical procedures such as 4 times 5 it's equal 20. These are very pretty. You can ask the user to give you the number by using int. And we have the other type of numbers that is called float. Float do include decimals, and if you want to put 4, you have to put 4.0. These are also used to get mathematical procedures, but these also include the decimal point, such stated. Uh, Both have its advantages and disadvantages, but when you are doing a code, you will know when to use one or another one. String, it's to make any element to go into the program. You can have words, you can have numbers, you can have phrases, anything you wanted, and they are used to do other procedures than math. Because if you multiply a string 4 for between quotation marks times 5, you won't get 20. You will get 4. That is the number 4 times is times 5, 5 times number 4. Or if you sum, do a summation of two words, the Python will just like put it together, and it wouldn't be making any sense. You have to find a way for using strings and be and make the program you want it to be, how you want it to be. And the boolean are just true or false statements. They are used to get some real values or false values or true values, and their principal use are when you are doing loops. A loop is like a condition, and it will break until you get the condition right or wrong. The conditions may vary between belongs, no, bigger than, smaller than, or equals to, such as 3 is equals to 3 and 4 it's smaller than 2, the program Python will analyze the case and it will decide if it's true or false. And if it's true, if you want it to be true, then it will do something. And that's everything for today. I hope you understand me. If you don't, please leave a comment down below. I'm gonna leave my Twitter down below, and I'll see you soon. Bye.